quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Play action, it's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Buchanan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Now Rodgers. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The partner of this offense, 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they'd never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season from 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's third year playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
And again, it's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Buchanan. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. Fourth and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
I don't believe that that was called right here in the moment. I believe this was called during practice this week, that he was going to decide to be aggressive even on his own side of the field.
Just, you mean because it's the opening drive, maybe they had this scripted?
I think that he just talked about it with his team and said, listen, I'm confident in you. If we end up in this situation, we'll go for it.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This defense for the Packers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? Protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. In motion, Hill. Throwing on third. Goff. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
2nd and 10, Goff again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Dolphins at 500 hit 6-6, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. He was waving as hard as wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Throwing is Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Buchanan. On the move past the 40. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 42 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 17, Rodgers over the middle, complete. It's Buchanan. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Here's a give up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Well, keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up.
He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 69 yards. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Jacobs. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. They'll roll him out. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is...
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Buchanan. And it's a Packers touchdown from 19 yards away. And the Packers are able to move back in front. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Goff. And Hill with it over the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Play action. It's Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Finding room at midfield. Down the left sideline. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning. They'll give it to Mixon. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's Johnson, end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. For one more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now on 1st down, he's going to sneak it. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So the 2 teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And he goes out right around the 39. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. And defensively, they were in zone covers there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On the move to his left. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now third down and 6 to go.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flip.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And he won't quite make it to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Goff's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun again to Mixon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Goff now looks to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Sanders' kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Danielle Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. They find some open field here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Rodgers again now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Rodgers now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Buchanan. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And quickly out wide, this is Watson. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 25 on second down, Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On second and 9, Rodgers. Touchdown! Christian Watson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. He's got a man, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw is gone. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Goff. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll complete this one to Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Rodgers. And complete once again to Watson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Joey Slye set to kick off.
After the made field goal, here's Slye to kick this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And he's he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second-half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for the Packers, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Miami, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week.